I believe it should take anything between 3 to 4 months for the common man to get it. I wouldn't be surprised if it just happened within the next 8 to 10 weeks.
The other thing would be obviously what happens. Is the government allowing any private players to come into it? Will it be available in the private? Can people buy it?
Preference in phase one obviously is being rolled out right now for the frontline workers. Phase two, we understand the preference will be given to people with comorbidities and the elderly. By when do you think the phase three of the vaccine drive will begin? What's your assessment?
So, when I was told that, I expected personally, I thought that the vaccine would not come anyway before March, right? And I was surprised and pleasantly surprised when the administrators, the politicians, the PM, the Delhi government were able to bring it up, and of course backed by the scientists and the medical people. So the way it goes, I believe it should take anything between 3 to 4 months for the common man to get it. But the way it has given me a surprise and shocked me, I mean, personally talking about me, I wouldn't be surprised if it just happened within the next 8 to 10 weeks.
Within the next 8-10 weeks, you think phase three, where it will be available to the common people, I can go and whether you would be surprised.
I would not be shocked if it is done that way, because the government, the administrators, and of course the people who made the vaccine made it available to us. We were expecting it to happen anything between March and April. If they can do it within a year, get a good vaccine, do it a 4 months ahead time. I mean, if they can do it once, why can't do it 60 times?
Dr. Chatterjee, can I put that question to you?
I'm not too sure whether it will be available so early or not, because India has a huge population, and even the number of healthcare workers and all that is also large. And then obviously when you go into the villages and into the rural areas, it's the terrain which is not very easy to go to. Although we have the experience of vaccinating huge population in this country, we have the largest experience if we have to talk about vaccinations. So we have the experience and all that, but whether it would come in the next 2 months or 8 to 10 weeks, I'm a bit skeptical about that, but we should be able to vaccinate people properly. I am not even thinking that all this cold chain and all that will not be maintained in this country, because we have the experience for it. But I'm a bit skeptical of 8 to 10. I think it's for 3 to 4 months, or maybe 4 to 6 months. Within 4 to 6 months, it should reach the general population easily. The other thing would be obviously what happens. Is the government allowing any private players to come into it? Will it be available in the private? Can people buy it to get the jab? So then
those are charities that have to come from the central government. Those charities are still awaited from the central government, as far as I understand.